Hi guys, welcome to a very quick trick. This is called synchronization. It uses just a regular deck and you can use two spectators. In fact, it would work better if you do have two people to help you. You hand the cards to one of them. They shuffle them. And in fact, you don't touch the cards at all at this point. You shuffle the cards. You then ask one of them to deal down a small packet of cards. Not too big, not too small. They deal down a freely chosen number of cards. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You ask them to repeat that for the second person. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The rest of the cards are discarded. We now come to two sets of cards. Each spectator shuffles them in any way they like to mix these up. So they both give them a thorough shuffling. The first spectator is asked to shuffle the cards and look at the bottom card, but don't reveal it to anyone. If I show the camera, this is the card that they've chosen. That's placed back down on the table. You come to the second spectator and say you've shuffled the cards, but in your case just take a small portion of the cards, and if you like you can mix these up if you want. Now it might be a little bit awkward because there's only a few cards, but get them to mix them up. And they repeat what the first person did, which is have a look at the card on here and don't reveal it to anyone but themselves. You then ask them to put this upon the other person's pile of cards, and we gather up all the cards together. Now both packets were shuffled before and after. You both chose a random card. The trick's called synchronization for a reason. After all that shuffling, let's deal out how many cards were there? 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The other cards go face up. Now because of the shuffling that's occurred, everything's been done in your hands and not mine. We don't know whether both your cards are in here, or maybe one in here and one there, or one there or one there. We're totally confused. But synchronization is something we're talking about here, because the cards, despite being mixed, I want both of you to look for your card in here. And when you see it, if you see it, say stop. We deal off cards in pairs. And as we go through, just call stop when you see your card. Stop. You want to stop there. The card here is your card, the 9 of hearts, the card in exactly the same position in the other pack, just happens to be yours. And that is perfect synchronization. The secret to the trick is pretty straightforward because it's self-working. Just follow the routine as you saw in the presentation and it works every time. This is a great one to start with. You introduce a deck of cards, you can show them, they mix them up and they deal out a small packet of cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It doesn't matter how many cards they deal. Try and encourage a packet that's not too small and not too large. You ask them to repeat that for the other person. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The rest of the cards are not needed. Encourage each spectator, and this does work better if there's two people helping you, but if only one person, then that's fine as well. Ask them to shuffle the cards. This really does mix up the cards. This makes for a better effect. Once they're mixed up, you ask the first spectator, it doesn't matter which half you do, but we'll go for this one, ask them to shuffle them and peek at the bottom card. They peek at the bottom card. In this case it's the 6 of clubs. No one sees that. They return them back down. Now this person over here does the same. They can shuffle again, but instead of picking the bottom card, you encourage them to just take a small portion. That way no one could know what it is, and encourage them to look at the bottom card of this one. Now they can mix these up if they want to, and again encouragement is great because it adds to the effect. They look at theirs. Theirs is the 5 of spades, so we've had the 6 of clubs and the 5 of spades. However, instead of putting this back on top here, you get them to put it on top over here, and then you just casually grab these cards and drop them onto the remainder here. It looks as though you've done various cuts. So the cards have been non-stop shuffled and cut. You then deal out face down the number of cards they dealt originally. In our case, that was 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The other 8 cards are flipped face up. Synchronization, because now when you go through the cards, one of the cards is going to be over here. And we're looking for either the 6 of clubs or the 5 of spades. And when you see this, there is the 6 of clubs. One of them will call stop. And then when you reveal this, it will always be a perfect match. Try and make up a routine other than synchronization, matching pairs. Are you two compatible? Maybe if it's a boy and girl, that might work as well. Practice and enjoy.